Hi, this is Lefty Dad, and today I'm doing a game with PC Replay Baseball, and it's the all-time franchise teams, and it's based on the book you see here, Now Taking the Field, Baseball's All-Time Dream Teams for All 30 Franchises by Tom Stone, and that's a very interesting book. And today, the all-time franchise teams will be the Pittsburgh Pirates against the Chicago Cubs. So these are players all across 100 years of baseball, and the very greatest players on the teams in the franchise history. So we're going to be playing at Wrigley Field, and leading off will be Barry Bonds. And he's going to be batting against, this is the 1991 season for Barry Bonds, and he'll be batting against Chicago Cubs Mordecai Brown, who won 23 games in 1908. So you've got the 1908 Mordecai Brown against Barry Bonds when he was 26 years old. So that is going to be a double to left field. So coming at you from 100 years difference, Barry Bonds starts things off with a double. Now for Pittsburgh, Tommy Leach from that 1908 Pittsburgh team. So these guys probably faced each other many times in 1908. In fact, PC Replay Baseball has a great 1908 season where you can play every game of that season with every player who played that season, and you've got Merkel's mess, so you can replay all that. Anyway, Tommy Leach hit 298 in 1908. He's going to bunt, and it is a good sacrifice. Cap Anson for the Cubs was playing in, but it didn't matter. Okay, now here's from 2013, Andrew McCutchen hit 332 that year. Where have you gone, Andrew? Andrew is going to ground out to the first baseman, and he was playing in, anticipating cutting the runner off at home, and even though Barry Bonds, a very fast runner, he held third. Okay, so now batting cleanup for the Pittsburgh Pirates from 1972, it's Willie Stargell. 44 home runs that year, hit 305. And it is a lefty-righty matchup. That is going to be a dribbler to the catcher. So they couldn't bring Barry in from second. Taking the mound for the Pirates from 1920, Babe Adams. He was 18-10. And he'll be facing the leadoff hitter for the all-time franchise team for Chicago. We're going way back to 1885. Okay, here's King Kelly, who was 27 years old in 1885, hit 342, going way back, and that is going to be a fly out to center field. McCutchen grabs it. Great outfield. I guess these are like, all of them are all-star teams. You've got Clemente in right, McCutchen in center, and Barry Bonds in left. Honus Wagner at shortstop. Tony Pena catching. Here's Ryan Sandberg from 1991. He hit 300 that year with 30 home runs and 21 stolen bases. That's going to be a double to right. He hit it the other way. Clemente brings it in. Here's Billy Williams from 1964. Billy is going to strike out. 2 down. Sammy Sosa. 2001. How come they don't have 1998? He hit 52 home runs this year. He hit 303. 2001, Sammy Sosa. That is going to be a ground out to first. Okay, We've been through the first inning. Mordecai, if you look in the center here, he still can face 28 batters. So he's probably going to go the distance. Let's see who they have for relief pitchers. Lee Smith, Bruce Sutter, Greg Maddux is available to come out of the bullpen. So is Carlos Zambrano. But we may not need any relief pitchers. Honus Wagner from 1907. He was 33 years old and hit .377. I'm replaying the 1948 season, every game in that season, and Stan Musial hit .372 that year. Honus Wagner is going to get a pop out to second base. Mordecai Brown's card is obviously, I guess, from 1908. He didn't give up a lot of home runs, so I'm not quite sure how these cards over here on the upper right-hand corner work with the all-time franchise teams. I don't know if they take into effect the cross-era differences. You know, Mordecai, there were no home runs hit hardly in 1908. Then he's facing Barry Bonds in 1991. But anyway, Honus pops out the second base. Here's Roberto Clemente, hit .338 that year. So I just don't know if there are going to be a lot of home runs with Mordecai pitching, but we'll see how it all gets handled. Two down, here's, I don't know, there was Big Poison and Little Poison. I don't know if I think this is Big Poison. But Paul, I hope it's Wainer. Sometimes I'm kind of bad with these names because I guess I wasn't around in 1927 when they were talking about him a lot in Pittsburgh. But it's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman, Ron Santo. Great defense. Babe Adams is going strong. He's going to face Hack Williams from 1929. Hack gets a base hit to right. And now it's Mr. Cub. Let's Play 2, Ernie Banks from 1959 when he hit 47 home runs. That is going to be a ground ball to the first baseman, who went to second, but they couldn't turn the double play. Cap Anson from 1887. Boy, this Cubs team goes way back. And he hit .354 that year. He got 12 home runs. Banks is going to take off, and he's going to be running against Pena. So you see over here, they're going to roll a two six-sided dice, and total them up. And there's a chance he'll steal, if he can get a 7, which is the most likely. He'll get a stolen base, maybe even an error, but we'll see. Nope, it's a 6. He's caught stealing. Just missed it by 1. Okay, here Cap Anson is still hitting with 2 out. That's going to be a pop out to the first baseman. So we're 2 innings in. Tony Pena is up from 1984. What a great year for baseball. Probably my favorite baseball year of all time. And here is Pena hitting .283. That is going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Well, looks like these are going to be low-scoring games. Now here's Claude Ritchie. I don't know if I've ever really heard of Claude Ritchie, but I guess he's a great second baseman, or else Pittsburgh is not noted for their great second baseman. Anyway, in 1903, he hit .272. See, now that could be a home run in any other era, but not when you've got a 1908 pitcher against a 1903 hitter. 1 down. Barry Bonds is up. He does not bunt. He's going to walk, though, and he does walk. So, Mordecai, I wonder what Mordecai, is going to pitch to Leach, and he's going to pop him out to second base. There are 2 out. So it's all up to Andrew to get a run across here for the first, to be the first team to get a run across, and he grounds out to the first baseman. So now we are in the bottom of the third. Ron Santo hitting 8th from 1966, and he's going to possibly walk, but you can see up here it's a virtual impossibility because we're going to roll a 6-sided die, and you'd have to roll a 7 for him to walk, or a 0, and they roll a 1. So he's not going to walk. Babe Adams doesn't walk anybody. I keep clicking on, oh, there. Now you can see Babe was 5'11" from Tipton, Indiana, and he pitched 250 innings and only walked 22. So that's why he's got all these qualifying little numbers. The 1 is the best you can get for, if you're a pitcher, you have a 1. That's the best kind of number you can get. And this is the walk column, the number 5 column. So he has 1s, which is the best. And on top of that, he's got all these qualifying numbers, which even if he rolls a 1 and the other player walks a lot, he's going to not allow those walks to take place. Okay, Santo's still up. That's going to be a base hit, though, to right field. Santo's on. And I guess we're using the designated hitter. So here's Bill Nicholson. He hit 306 that year. And I guess that was a good year for him, but that's a line out to third base. So we're through 3 innings. We're moving on to the middle innings. King Kelly is up again, who flew out to center. So let's keep the ball rolling here, and that's going to be a ground out to, I guess, I guess we're not into the middle innings yet. I don't know why I thought we had moved on to the 4th inning. But anyway, Santo moves down to second. We've got Ryan Sandberg up. Can Ryan hit him in? You think he will? Okay, we're going to check now and see if Barry Bonds can cut Ron Santo off at the plate. Bonds has just an average, has above average arm, and Santo is average at running on the base. So here we go. Going to roll 2 6-sided dice and add them up. Oh, and he scores just barely. So the all-time Chicago Cubs move ahead of the all-time Pittsburgh Pirates, and Sandberg could possibly steal if he gets a good jump. So if he's got a roll of 50, it's hard to get a good jump on Tony Pena, and then this Babe Adams was good at holding runners on, and he does not get a good jump. So he decides not to steal. Billy Williams is up, struck out last time. That's going to be a base hit. Got runners on first and second with 2 out. Here's Sammy Sosa. Sammy is going to strike out, I think, yeah. Okay, now we go to the top of the 4th, and we've got Willie Stargell up, who hit a little dribbler in front of the plate, got thrown out by the catcher. This is going to be a double to left field. They're all going the other way. Honus, Wagner's up. Now, he's a good candidate to bunt because he is rated as good as he can get. He was 33 years that year. I'm not controlling the Pirates. I'm controlling the Cubs in this game, so we'll see what the AI does. The AI always does the right thing. And he hits into a fielder's choice. Wow. The pitcher got the ball and went to third. Mordecai Brown making a great play out there to cut down the runner at third. Now we've got 1 out. Roberto Clemente is up, struck out last time. That's going to be a single up the middle. Speedy Wagner all the way to third. Hack Wilson gets the ball back in. Hack is playing center. Billy left and Sammy right. That all sounds like it should be. Santo's great at defense. Rhino's great at defense. Ernie is near great at defense, and here's either Little Poison or Big Poison. but that is going to be a line out to center. Will Wagner score? I think he will. Yeah, he does. Tie it up at top of the fourth inning. Tony Pena is up. Tony grounds out to the first baseman. He flips it over the pitcher, crossing the bag, and 3 down. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Hack Wilson leads it off. Got a hit last time. This is possibly going to be a walk if the impossible could happen, and it does not. Okay, he's still up. That's going to be a pop out to third. Thought he was going to strike him out. Here is Ernie Banks. That's going to be a base hit to right field. And we've got a runner on first now with 1 out. Cap Anson. He doesn't hit it in double plays, I can tell from the card, really. No 35s, no 1s. He's an average bunter. Just let him hit. That's going to be a ground out to the second baseman, but he moves the runner over. Here is Ron Santo, who got a base hit last time, but that's going to be a sharp grounder to the shortstop. Goes over to first, and that ends the fourth inning with the game all tied up at 1-1. Claude Ritchie is up again. He's got a base hit last time. There could be a grounder to Ron Santo at third. And here's Barry Bonds. Oh, is that a strikeout? No, it's a pop out, I guess. Mordecai doesn't really strike people out as much as a lot of other pitchers. Tommy Leach, the third baseman from 1908, same year as Mordecai. He has not gotten a hit, but now he does. Now he's going to have to steal here against King Kelly. We'll see. King Kelly, I don't think is going to be so great at holding the runner on. Well, it looks like an average situation, so we'll see. Leach, who's really fast, he steals the base, and there could be a throwing error. We'll roll here to see if King Kelly is going to make an error. Okay, 2 down, runner on third. Can Andrew McCutcheon put the Pirates ahead? No, he won't. Mordecai really threw his best pitch there. Got him to line out to center. Here's Kid Nicholson to lead off the bottom of the fifth. Lined out to third last time. This is going to be a fly out to right field. Clemente takes it in. King Kelly is up. 0 for 2. This is going to be a base hit, and he could steal. He's a fast runner. It won't be easy against Tony Pena, but we'll see. He won't run unless he gets a good jump. He does not get a good jump. Okay, Ryan Sandberg is up. Average bunter. Kelly is fast. I'm tempted to do a hit and run here, but we'll just let him hit. Oh, and he's going to probably hit into a double play, yeah. Should have done the hit and run. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Top of the sixth now. Mordecai is doing great. Willie Stargell is up. 1 for 2. This is going to be a fly out to right. Now we've got Honus up. This is going to, just barely a line out. If this number up here for Mordecai had been a 3, that would have been a double to center, but he was able to avoid that extra base hit. Clemente is up. Clemente, pop out to the second baseman. Billy Williams is up. He's 1 for 2. Going to be a strikeout. Babe Adams from 1920. Okay, here's Sammy. Got a base hit. First hit of the game. Now here's Hack Wilson. Hack hit 38 home runs. We'll let him swing away, but it's a short fly to right. And now we've got 2 outs. Here's Ernie. Ernie Banks got a base hit. Right field. That's his second hit of the game. Sosa with average speed on third. Here's Cap Anson from 1887. 2 outs. This is going to be a base hit. Single to left. Will Sosa score? we'll see here. We've got average speed against above average arm. Oh, and they're going to hold him up with 2 outs. Ron Santo at the plate, 1 for 2, strikeout. Babe Adams got him. So we're all tied up going into the late innings, top of the 7th. Paul Wainer. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Left field deep all the way to the ivy. Now here's Tony Pena. Grounded out twice to the infield. It's going to be a walk. That may be... Let's see here. Let's look at the box score. See this great box score? And it is the second walk of the game. Babe has not walked anybody. Babe Adams. Mordecai has walked 2. So that was his second walk of the game. Claude Ritchie is up. Claude, they're going to hit and run. And a fly out to left. Now we've got 2 down. Barry Bonds is up. That's going to be a ground out to the pitcher. Flips over to first, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. Kid Nichols is up. He's going to strike out. Babe Adams picks up his 5th strikeout with no walks here, but he's running out of gas. We'll see what happens to him. He's supposedly can do 3 more batters, and we'll see what happens when he gets down to 0. If they give him an extension, King Kelly could get a walk. Yeah, now I think that there could be a wild pitch. Up here you look at Babe's rating, he's a 2, and if this is a no, it's not going to be anything. The pitch in the dirt was blocked, no advance. Sandberg is up, 1 out. Now I'll go with the hit and run this time. I didn't last time. Here we go. Grounder into the hole at second base. If I can roll a 1 or a 2 out of 6, it'll be a hit. And it is a 6, so it's not a hit. But he moves the runner up. So we have 2 out now. Billy Williams up. Nobody in the line. Oh, there's a long... Oh, I thought there was going to be a double. But fast Ryan Sandberg scores. You can see here, Babe gives up no home runs, gives up no extra base hits. So normally, if he would have just been a 2 up here instead of a 1, a 2, 3, 4, or 5, you would have had a double. But okay, now Babe has gone right to the orange or yellow, or what do you want to call it, color from green with 8. So he can face 8 more batters as long as he doesn't give up a hit, walk, or I think even an error. But the Cubs have gone ahead. Bottom of the 7th, Sosa is up. That's going to be a clutch hit. A double to the gap. I think Billy Williams is going to come all the way around. And Sosa cruises into second, standing up. They're going to bring in Kent Tekulve. Kent, I know how to pronounce his name, Kent Tekulve. And he is 35. This is from 1982, when he only had 14 saves. So, okay, the Cubs have pushed their lead up 3-1, and here's Hack. Hack is going to knock it out of here. Oh! If he would have rolled a 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, it would have been a home run, but he rolled the one number that kept him in the park with a base hit. But he did drive in a run, so it's 4-1. Kent. Inauspicious beginning for Kent Tekulve. Well, Tekulve, it's Tekulve. And there is Ernie Banks getting a base hit. So Kent is not having a rude greeting. Cap Anson is up now, and that's going to be a fly out to center. Okay. So now Mordecai can face 4 more batters before he comes to the Rubicon. And Tommy Leach hits a line drive to the shortstop, who leaps and catches it. So there's 1 out. Andrew McCutcheon, Mordecai, looking strong. This is going to be a tough play for Hack to make. We'll see. Oh, the number 4. You see this number 4 down here after the 60 means extra base hit. It was one above his rating, so he went from a double to a triple. But fortunately, the Cubs are up by 3 runs. Willie Stargell is up. That's going to be a clutch hit. Double in the gap. Mordecai, they're all coming around for the 4th time, and Mordecai is getting rattled a little bit. Here's Honus. That's going to be we're going to look at the base action chart. It could be a passed ball. King Kelly is not a good backstop, and he can't catch it. Stargell goes down to 3rd, goes to the backstop. Okay, the margin of success is getting thinner and thinner, narrowing rapidly. Honus Wagner is up. That's going to be a hit. Single to left. They've cut it to a 1-run game. Mordecai gets the boost. Up here you see this 1. He rolled a 6-sided dice, the computer did, came up 3, so they're going to increase his batter faced rating by 8. But I don't know, do we want him to stay in the game? I guess. Who could we bring in? Lee Smith usually just came in for the 9th inning. We've got Bruce Sutter. Let's bring in Bruce Sutter. Okay, here's Bruce. And Bruce is from 1978. Roberto Clemente. That is going to be some kind of a rare play. Okay, it's a dribbler to the mound. They're going to try to. They're both fast. We'll try to throw out Clemente because he's not quite as fast as Wagner. It'll be tough though. Oh, they get him. We had to roll a 5 or 6 on a 6-sided die, and the computer rolled a 5. So now we have 2 out, runner on 2nd, and here's Paul from 1927, the DH. Oh, it's a long ball out of here. He only hit 8 home runs that year, and Sutter really has messed things up. Unbelievable. Chicago is now down by a run. Tony Pena. There's going to be a strikeout to end the inning. Bruce Sutter gave up the long ball to Big Poison. We're going to call him Big Poison even if he's Little Poison. And now it's the bottom of the 8th. The Cubs are down by a run. Here's Ron Santo. He grounds out to the shortstop. Who do they have on the bench? Bill Nicholson is not. I don't think he's got enough star power. Here's Fred Chance. What year is he from? 1905. Here's Billy Herman, 1936. Stan Hack, Gabby Harnett, George Gore from 1885. Don't know him. Jimmy Ryan from 1889. They're going, wait, here's Tinker Evers Chance. There's Evers and there's Tinker. And we've got Chance up here. We've got them all. I think we're going to stick with Kidd. Well, let's see. Fred Chance hits 324. Yeah, let's bring in Chance. It's a DH, so it's not going to mess up the field, and he may get a base hit here. It's off Leach's glove. And Fred Chance is fast. So we have 1 out. We have King Kelly up. I don't know. It doesn't look like he hits the double plays. If he hits in a double play, then I need to turn in my resignation. No, but it's going to be a fly out. Otherwise, I was going to have a bunt. We're going to have Chance go as fast as he can with 2 out, with Rhino up. And that's going to be an infield single. Could be an error. I bet they committed a lot of errors back there in 1905, and that is an error. He muffed it. So things have turned around. We have runners on second and third, 2 out. Tecovey is down to the end of how long he can be out there. Billy Williams with Sammy Sosa on deck and Hack Wilson in the hole. Okay, Billy strikes out. Ooh. We go to the 9th. Cubs down by 1. Let's bring Lee Smith in. See if he can start walking everybody. There is a short fly to right. Wow. Lee from 1983. Here's Barry Bonds. Triple to center field. Oh my God. Barry. Tommy Leach is up. We brought the infield in. We can't afford to give up any more runs, and that is going to be a line out to the second baseman. If this 1 would have been a 2 or anything higher, you'd had a double or a triple. Probably with Tommy Leach, you'd had a triple. Ryan Sandberg snagged it. Now we've got 2 outs, and we've got Andrew McCutcheon up. Okay, Andrew, he is 1 for 4. That's going to be a ground out to Ernie. Well, it all comes down to the bottom of the 9th inning. They're behind by 1. They put Pie Trainer in at third. Oh, Bill Mazeroski. Now, there's a good second baseman that I recall vaguely. He's the guy that hit the home run to beat the Yankees in the World Series in 1960. Anyway, they brought in Roy, also known as Elroy Face, from 1959 to close things out. Sammy Sosa, the first hitter. And they put, is that Max Carey? They put somebody out there. Okay, here we go. Oh, I was distracted there. Sammy, they hit his power number, and Roy Face threw the very best pitch he could. So what will happen? If it's anything other than a 1, it's out of here. It's out of here. Sammy Sosa doesn't take steroids. He swears by it. He swears by it. Okay, now we've got a tie game. Hack Williams is up. Sorry, Roy Face. That's going to be a fly out to left. Now I kind of wish I wouldn't have brought in the relief pitchers at such a rapid rate. Here's Ernie, because we may go a while. This could be, okay, it's going to be a close play. A 1 or a 6, and Ernie legs it out, but he does not. Honus gets him by a step. Cap Anson, okay, we'll see. I think that's a ground out to the pitcher. Okay, we're into extra innings, which doesn't suit Lee Smith all that well, but he can go a little bit longer. Willie, that's going to be a double. You see, last inning he had a 1 up here, and then this time he got a 2, and that made all the difference. That moved it to a double. Okay, we're guarding against a bunt. Honus Wagner, yeah, he's going to bunt. Okay, so, Lee Smith picked it up, really not known for his defensive grace, and got it to Santo at third, so they got the lead runner. Okay, Clemente is up. That's a fly out. Ooh, strikeout. Yeah, Lee. He's got that K there up after the 4 strikeout. And here is Big Poison. It's going to be well, it could be a rare play here. We'll see. No, we're going to be able to see if we can throw Wainer out based on his speed, but we don't. He legs it out. Okay, Pena's up. We'll see if they pinch hit for him. No, they're not going to. Oh, there is a hit up the middle, right over the second base bag. And I think Lee Smith is out of it. Okay, rule back, 1906. Clark Griffith. He's the guy that owned the Washington Senators and the Minnesota Twins from 1897. Fergie is going to pitch. Charlie Root, I guess we'll go with Ed Rulebach from 1906. Mazurowski's up. That's going to be a pop out to third base. Okay. Now the Cubs, now they have Beckley. Who's Beckley? He looks like he's from a long time ago at first base. Okay, Santo's up. We're at the bottom of the lineup. Oh, Santo, deep fly to left or right in the ivy. Here's Frank Chance. Got a base hit. This could be a close play, but Wagner is really good at short. Okay, we're down to the last out, and we're going to keep it in the hands of King Kelly. He can play every position practically. That is going to be a deep fly to right in the ivy. Whoa, we go 10 innings, and Pittsburgh takes this exciting game 6-5. Let's see, we've got Big Poison, the most valuable player, Lee Smith, the loser, Roy Face, credited with the win. Look at the box score, and who got the most hits? Well, Stargell got 3 for the Pirates, and Sandberg and Sosa got 3. And look at all this great information. Want to look at the play-by-plays there. Okay, well, this is Lefty Dad leaving you from Wrigley Field, where we had all these players across a century, the all-time franchise teams for Pittsburgh and Chicago Cubs. If you like the video, please like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. But I thank you very much for being here, and we'll see you next time.